went into the off season. We had hoped to be able to retain several of our free agents. We knew it would be difficult. The primary ones being Miguel Tejada, Jose Valverde, and LaTroy Hawkins. And we made every effort to do that. We offered arbitration to Valverde, and he opted not to accept that. But at the same time, we tried to develop alternatives and travel down parallel paths. We feel that once Hawkins signed with Milwaukee and Valverde rejected, it gave us the opportunity to go out and make the trade for Matt Lindstrom and trade for sign Brandon Lyon as a free agent, which covered the back end of the bullpen. And in reality, we still had enough payroll flexibility with Valverde's rejection to go out and sign Pedro Feliz to play third base, and had a little bit left and added to that here in the last couple of days, and we were able to get Brett Myers signed to help strengthen our starting rotation. So those were the primary things that we did during the off season. I think they addressed certainly very specific needs that we had, and at the same time, we're prepared to go into spring training and give some of our kids a chance to win jobs with our club as well.
Eddie, how much does it help you to know Brett Myers from your Philly days, knowing what kind of competitor he is, and the fact that he's probably healthy now and anxious to recapture his stature?
Oh, it certainly helped, Buck. I sat down with our people, Drayton McClain and Tal Smith, and the guys in the baseball ops side, and talked about Brett, talked about the pluses, talked about some of the minuses that were out there, and I didn't want any surprises with regard to what Brett's all about. Great competitor, and I really think that this is an opportunity for him to reestablish himself as a solid big league starter. Hopefully, in a circumstance that has him in Houston for a long time. But this is a great stepping off point for him. I think he's got a chance to come into our rotation and really help us. Going in with Oswalt and Wandy Rodriguez at the top, and then whatever the mix is of Bud Norris, Felipe Paulino, Brian Moeller, and some others. But this is a chance for a guy that's a great competitor with really good stuff and a lot of experience at this point, and still only 29 years old, to show that he's got a lot left in the tank.
The sale of the Houston Astros, how does the impending possibility of a sale affect a general manager in his day-to-day operation?
Specifically, Buck, this particular information that flowed out there the early part of the week really has no effect on us whatsoever. I was not aware of it. It was business as usual. Drayton called after the information came out publicly here in Houston, told me there was much ado about nothing. He doesn't deny the fact that he gave an investment banking group the ability to go out there and see if they could put a group together, but he indicated to me that he has not heard much of anything back in that regard. But our marching orders are the same. Go out there and try to put the best club together. Continue to emphasize our scouting and player development situation. Get that back in order. So it really hasn't affected us. Obviously, if a club at some point in time gets sold, there are moving parts to that in a lot of different fashions. But we're nowhere close to that right now. Our focus is to maybe find a left-hand bat off the bench and get ready to go to Kissimmee and see what kind of club we can put together for April.